So my second favorite movie is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. This is another classic. I love me some Madea. Madea is a person who's gonna tell you how it is. She always saying hallelujah, Merry Christmas. You feel me? If you know, you know. Jonique, make it look unique. And in today's video, as you can see, I'm wearing my pajamas because I want to get comfy for the video. So I'm going to be talking about my favorite Christmas movies. This is going to be Vlogmas Day 7, and Christmas is my favorite time of the year. I love being in the spirit. I love eggnog. I love watching Christmas lights, putting up trees, and most of all, Christmas movies. So these are some of my personal favorites. These are classics, and they may be some of your favorites as well. So stay tuned for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram at jo.taynique, on Snapchat at jo.taytay, and get your popcorns and let's get into the video. So the first movie is Home Alone. So if you haven't watched Home Alone, I highly recommend that you watch Home Alone #1. This is the original. So this came out in 1990. I wasn't even born, but when I watched it, it is my favorite movie till this day. So a little bit about the movie is there's this little boy named Kevin. His parents went out of town for the holidays and they forgot to bring him, so he ended up being stuck home alone. It is a really funny movie, and there was actually things on the news saying that there was burglars or thieves in the neighborhood trying to break into people's houses during the Christmas time. He is a little scared, but he is very smart at the same time. He did everything in his power to make sure the thieves were not coming into his house. So he was protecting his house. He was putting up booby traps. Any traps this little boy could find, he did. But this is a classic movie. It is one of my favorites. I watch it every Christmas time. It is so good, so funny, and if you really want to get into the holiday spirit, I do recommend that you watch this movie because it will have you laughing. My second favorite movie is The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. This is another classic. This is one of my favorite movies. It's starring Jim Carrey. This was Universal Pixels, so this movie was amazing. Like, the whole purpose of this movie is for the people who don't like Christmas. The people who are anti-Christmas, you are the Grinch. Like, the Grinch is somebody who hates Christmas. So everybody who's in the holiday spirit, he hates the Santa Claus, he hates everything. He doesn't like Christmas trees, nothing. He's a person who is anti-Christmas. Stole Christmas trees, stole gifts, and did everything in his power to ruin Christmas. This is an amazing movie if you want to laugh as well and really get into the holiday spirit. My third favorite movie is Dennis the Menace. This is another classic. This reminds me of Home Alone, like a Home Alone Part 2 kind of sort of, because they're little kids. Dennis is a little boy, he's only like 6 years old, who has a neighbor named Mr. Wilson that he loves to terrorize and torment and loves to give the poor man a hard time. And his neighbor is an old man too, so Dennis is just being a menace. But for Christmas, this is a really good movie. It's very funny, it's very entertaining. It's pretty much this little boy trying to do everything in his power to show his neighbor, Mr. Wilson, a good Christmas time, like get him in the holiday spirit, and like he does everything. It's so cute. He even tries to do a lot of things, and it's like in the movie it seems like he's trying to be annoying and a bad kid, but he's really just trying to show his love for his neighbor. And a lot of the things that he do end up getting like his neighbor into trouble, and like it just reminds me of like those bad kids. He is one of those bad kids, but they mean good. That's pretty much what the movie's about. Like a little kid who means good and want to get his neighbor into the holiday spirit, but does everything wrong, pretty much. But so the next movie is going to be movie This Christmas. If you haven't watched This Christmas, you need to go check it out. It's starring Chris Brown. It has Lauren London, Idris Elba, and a lot more well-known actresses and actors. I really love this movie just because it is a family-oriented Christmas movie. But it is a Black family movie, and I love it because it reminds you of wanting to embrace your family during the Christmas times and come together and have fun, make dinner, make jokes, and like that's what really I watch it for, is to feel at home. And I feel that watching This Christmas, it makes you feel at home personally. So I would say definitely go check that movie out if you have not watched it. It is very funny. It will have you in awe, and it will definitely be worth your watch. Next movie is Tyler Perry's Mariahs Christmas. So I love me some Tyler Perry movies. Tyler Perry movies are very real and authentic to the African American community. I love how funny it is, and I love me some Madea. Madea is a person who's gonna tell you how it is. She always saying hallelujah, Merry Christmas. You feel me? If you know, you know. But this movie is my all-time favorite. It is very funny. It will have you rolling on the floor. It's pretty much like two families coming together, mesh one culture into another culture and make it into one, especially perfect for the holiday spirit. Very funny. You're taking country, you're taking Black, and just making it into a Black country Christmas. Love his concept of the movie and making it very funny and making sure people understand the real meaning behind Christmas and coming together and being one as a family and loving each other. The next movie is Friday After Next. This is starring Ice Cube and Mike Epps. They're my favorite duo. They're just hilarious together. So this movie's pretty much about Craig and Day Day. They are security guards, and they're trying to pretty much protect Christmas. Christmas falls on a Friday, and they're trying to get a hold of Black Santa. They running, chasing down neighborhoods, jumping through houses, all that stuff, just on a wild goose chase to catch Black Santa. But I really recommend this movie as well. The next movie is The Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. So a lot of people don't know, but I do like Christmas movies that have like the ghosts, like, if you know what I mean, like they like go back in time of like their past, like you meet the past and the future. I really like movies like that. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So that's pretty much what this movie is based around. This guy named is Connor, and he is a bachelor who loves women. He's a ladies' man, and he talks to women for 2 seconds and get another one the next day. You know what I'm saying? So he is known for that. And there was this one girl that he really liked in the movie, that he's such a player that he ended up losing. So he was able to be visited by ghosts from his girlfriends that he previously dated, and he met his past girlfriend, his future, and things like that, and he wanted to change what he did previously to make sure that he has a happy ending with this girl. So I really love this movie. Like I said, I love those type of movies where you get to visit your past and your future to see where you went wrong in a lot of situations and how you can improve and better your future. So I would definitely say to watch this movie if you're really into those type of flicks. The next movie is The Holiday Calendar. So this movie is starring Kat Graham and Quincy. If you know Quincy, Quincy's Diddy's son. But this is my favorite Christmas movie. It gets you in the holiday spirit. It's more of a romantic movie. So it's pretty much Kat is starring this girl in the movie that she is a photographer, and she knew Quincy when they were younger. They're childhood friends, been friends for the longest, and they didn't really explore their relationship beyond their friendship. So Quincy came into town one of these times, came back looking nice, looking handsome, and they were back united again. And her grandpa actually gave her this, is it Alden calendar, if you know what that is? He gave her that, and it was like, kind of like predicting your future type of things. Like, this little calendar was predicting what's gonna happen in her life. So she was trying to find somebody for the holidays, and she felt that a lot of these things that the calendar was putting in her life was meant to be to find the person that she wanted to be with. So she ended up doing all these things and seeing all the calendars and meeting this one guy that she liked, and the same guy who was in the tree accident, and she thought that that was the one who she was meant to be with and wanted to pursue that relationship and things like that. But little did she know, she just didn't find that to be the right thing for her. I really love this movie. If you like romance movies, this would be one for you. It is perfect for the holiday times. It is funny in some parts, but it's more of a romance, and I love me some Christmas romance movies. So last but not least, my ultimate favorite is the Christmas Chronicles Part 1. So if you never watched this movie, this is pretty much your typical holiday movie with Santa Claus and little kids. So it's these two little kids. It was this girl and her brother. The brother was more of like the naughty list, and she was more of on the good list. So they wanted to catch Santa Claus. So they actually recorded like the days that Santa Claus was coming to see if he was real. They ended up meeting Santa and became Santa's little helpers. So it's a really good holiday movie. It's pretty much like a little kid's dream to see Santa Claus and to go on his sled and see his reindeers and drop off presents to kids. And it was a really good movie. I like it. It definitely will get you in the holiday spirit and show you like the behind the scenes of what Santa does on his day-to-day and really get in the spirit. So I would definitely recommend that movie as well. But guys, thank you so much for coming with me and talking about my favorite holiday movies. I had a blast. These are some of my favorites that I watch every Christmas or leading up to Christmas. These are movies that you definitely need to check out on your spare time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for future videos for Vlogmas.